Picture this, you've just landed your first big client. They're ready to pay a deposit, but your business account application has been sitting in pending review for 11 days. And you're now at risk of losing the deal because you still can't give them bank details. Or this one, you finally get approved, transfer in $5,000 to get moving, and 3 weeks later, your account's frozen because an algorithm flagged a completely legitimate payment as suspicious. No warning, no one to call, just locked out of your own money. This is happening to UK business owners every week, and the part that drives me mad is this. It's avoidable if you know which banks have actually modernised their onboarding and which ones are still running systems built in 2015. I'm Chris Farman and I've reviewed every major UK business bank, and today I'm looking at Zempler, the one that keeps coming up when founders tell me they needed an account yesterday, not 4 weeks from now. Now, speed is great, but speed on its own isn't the full story. What matters is whether that speed comes with the features you actually need, whether the costs stay predictable as you grow, and whether you're not trading convenience now for headaches later. So in this video, I'm answering the 10 questions business owners actually ask me about Zempler. Not the marketing lines, but the things that affect your cash flow, your stress levels, and your day-to-day operations. Is Zempler a real bank or an e-money provider? Let's start with the only question that really matters before anything else. Is your money protected? Zempler is a fully licensed UK bank. Your eligible deposits are protected up to £120,000 by the FSCS, the same protection you get at Barclays, HSBC, Lloyds or NatWest. This matters because some of the fastest business accounts out there, Tide and Revolut's basic tier, operate as e-money providers rather than licensed banks. Your money sits in a safeguarding account, which is fine, but it's not the same as FSCS protection. If Zempler goes under, FSCS pays you back. If an e-money provider goes under, you're in a queue with creditors hoping the safeguarding was done correctly. Now, if you're a small business, that difference is everything. And here's something most people don't realize. Zempler Bank is built on the operating history of Cash Plus, which has been running since 2005. So while the name is new, the institution behind it has 25 years of experience. How long does it take to open a Zempler account? Now this is where Zempler genuinely stands out. You can open a business account in minutes, not days, not we'll review this and get back to you, minutes. The application takes around 7 minutes. You submit your details and Zempler runs its digital identity checks behind the scenes. If approved, you get your account number and sort code straight away. Zempler's own service data shows that 99% of business applicants get an active account number the same day. That's not marketing speak, that's their official service quality information. Compare that to the competition. Sterling typically takes 2 to 3 days, sometimes longer if you hit manual review. Monzo says 90% of accounts open the same day, but the average is 1 day, and complex cases can take up to a week. Tide's data shows 53% of accounts open in under 10 minutes and 81% within 48 hours. So it's fast, but not as consistently immediate as Zempler. Traditional banks, 10 days. Or more, sometimes 3 weeks if they get curious about your business model. Zempler avoids all of that because there's no credit check at this stage, unless you apply for an overdraft. You're not applying for lending, you're applying for a current account. If your identity checks out and nothing looks off, you're in. If you need to start trading this week rather than next month, it makes a real difference. Does Zempler offer a free business account? Yes, the Business Go account has no monthly fee. That's less common now, especially among traditional banks, where many now charge monthly fees unless you meet minimum activity requirements. But let's be clear about what free means, because this does trip people up. Free does not mean everything is free. You still pay transaction fees dependent on activity. Business Go gives you free payments or transfers per month. Then it's 35 pence per transaction after that. What you're not paying is a monthly subscription when you don't need advanced features. Compare that to the competition. Sterling also has a free business account with no monthly fee, but their transaction model is different. Tide also has a free tier, but most external transfers and many everyday actions carry small fees. Traditional banks typically offer free for 12 months before it jumps to £15 a month or more. The difference with Zempler is that you get free transactions monthly, then 35 pence each after that. Simple, predictable, no hidden gotcha 12 months later on. How safe is Zempler? When a bank is fast and has a free tier, it's reasonable to ask, is it safe? Yes. Zempler is as safe as any UK high street bank because it's a fully licensed UK bank. FSCS protection up to £120,000. Full AML requirements, fraud monitoring, all the same regulations everyone else has. They also run 24/7 fraud monitoring across all accounts, and you can instantly freeze your Zempler card through the app if anything looks suspicious. That immediate control is genuinely useful. The speed comes from keeping the application as simple as possible, not cutting corners. Zempler has automated the identity verification process using digital checks and UK database verification, the same approach most modern business banks use, but optimized specifically for micro businesses rather than trying to serve everyone. What's different between Zempler and Sterling, Tide or Monzo? Right, let's talk practical differences, because choosing a business bank isn't about who has the prettiest app, it's about which one doesn't mess up your cash flow. First difference, onboarding speed. Zempler's service data shows the vast majority of accounts open the same day. That compares to Monzo at 90% same day and Sterling at typically 2 to 3 days. Tide is fast too, 53% in under 10 minutes, but Zempler's consistency is the standout. Second, the credit check. Zempler and Tide don't do credit checks during onboarding. Sterling and Monzo do. If you're a startup with no trading history or you've had credit issues in the past, that's a massive difference. It's the reason Zempler attracts so many sole traders and freelancers who have been rejected elsewhere. Third, pricing structure. Instead of a free account that becomes expensive once you grow, Zempler uses a simple tiered model. Business Go is free with limited transactions. Business Extra is £9 a month with 20 free transactions and up to 0.5% cashback. Business Pro is £19 a month with 500 free transactions and up to 1% cashback. You know exactly what you're buying at each tier. Fourth, built-in tools. All three tiers include invoicing, receipt capture, cash flow tracking, and open banking connections compatible with Xero, QuickBooks, Sage, and most major UK accounting tools. Nothing fancy, but it does remove admin work and means that you're not paying for separate software subscriptions when you're just starting out. Now, if you want to compare across the board, Sterling wins for multiple currency and international operations. Monzo wins for app polish and consumer-style banking features. Tide wins for businesses that need lots of physical cash handling and extensive integrations. Zempler wins when you want speed, predictable costs, and you need to get moving without waiting for credit checks. Can you pay cash into Zempler at the post office? Yes. Zempler supports cash deposits through the post office network, over 11,500 branches across the UK. If you run retail, hospitality, or get the occasional cash payment, that's genuinely handy. You just need your Zempler card to make the deposit. There's a daily limit of £6,000 for cash deposits, and there's a fee, £4 minimum or 0.55% of the total amount, whichever is greater. This fee is less than most other UK banks, and more cash-intensive businesses can request a higher daily cash deposit limit. Now, If you're heavily cash based, like you're banking £2,000 in notes every week, you probably still want a branch network or a bank specifically designed for high cash volumes. But for most small businesses, post office access is enough. And realistically, most payments are digital now anyway. Does Zempler integrate with accounting software? Yes, Zempler uses open banking connections compatible with most UK accounting platforms. This includes Xero, QuickBooks and Sage. It's not bespoke integration like some of the premium banks offer, but it does the job. Your transactions flow through automatically, which saves you from that end of year reconciliation pain and means your accountant won't hate you. They've also built in Making Tax digital tools, which helps if you need to submit VAT returns digitally under HMRC's requirements. Translation? Less manual work, fewer mistakes, and one less subscription to pay for. What's included in the free versus paid tiers? Business Go is the monthly fee-free tier. You get the essentials: the account, the card, free payments per month, then 35 pence per transaction after that. Cash withdrawals cost £2 in the UK and £3 internationally. Business Extra is £9 a month. You get 20 free payments per month, free UK and international ATM withdrawals, fee-free card spending abroad, and up to 0.5% cashback on card purchases up to a maximum of £1,000 cashback per month. You also get access to the Credit Builder tool, which could help you build a credit history if you've got a thin file or past issues, and open banking connections compatible with Xero, QuickBooks and Sage, and most major UK accounting tools. Business Pro costs £19 a month. You get 500 free payments per month, up to 1% cashback capped at £1,000 monthly, free withdrawals and foreign spending, an interest earning saving pot, and priority support through a dedicated pro team. The structure is simple. Start free, move up only if you grow into it. You're not forced into a paid tier just to get basic functionality. Who is Zempler best suited for? Freelancers, contractors, consultants, micro businesses and startups that want to get moving quickly. It's also solid for retail and hospitality using post office deposits, and businesses that have been turned down elsewhere because of thin credit files or past financial issues. Who is it less ideal for? Well, businesses with complex corporate structures or those needing dedicated relationship managers. Zempler is built for lean operations, not enterprises. And honestly, if you need extensive multi-currency features or are involved in serious international trade, Wise or Revolut will probably serve you better. But if you're a UK small business that just needs solid, predictable banking now rather than next month, Zempler is one of the best options available. What's next for Zempler? Zempler's focus is simplicity, faster journeys, clearer pricing, more tools inside the account so that you can manage everything in one place without needing 10 different subscriptions. They're continuing to develop the Business Extra and Pro tiers, and the roadmap is geared heavily towards small business needs, not enterprise features. So if they keep iterating like this and continue to maintain strong regulatory performance, Zempler will remain one of the most practical choices for UK business owners. Now look, I get it. Switching banks feels like a hassle, even when your current one is costing you time and money every month. But here's the thing, Zempler typically takes 7 minutes to open. You don't need to ditch your existing account. You can test it for a month, run your income through it, see if it fits the way that you work. If it doesn't, you haven't lost anything. I've linked my full Zempler review in the description below. It covers fees, structures, and a direct comparison against Sterling, Tide, and Monzo. There's also a breakdown of all 3 tiers with real-world scenarios so that you can see which one fits your business best. But quick question before you go. Are you currently stuck waiting for approval, or are you already banking but frustrated with fees creeping up? Drop a comment below. I read them all and they help me decide what to cover next. Now, if you do want straight talking weekly reviews of UK business finance tools, hit subscribe. No fluff, no nonsense, just clear, honest insight from someone who's tested every option so that you don't have to. I'm Chris Farman, this is Business Expert, and I'll see you next week.